Oh, I thought they gave us a countdown.
No, they didn't give us a countdown this time.
Welcome back to the Audacity of Us podcast. I'm Taisha.
And I'm Monique. It's been a minute, but we're here.
It has been a few days. Today we are going to talk about, is your bestie your side piece? So this topic theme is the blurred lines between platonic relationships or friendships and emotional cheating while in relationships. You want to jump into it?
We definitely can. But let me address something really quick with the male audience. We are not bashing men at all. We are women. So for us to speak on a man, we can't do that. So what we say is what we feel and what we've been through. So if you think that we're man bashing, that's not correct at all because we can't relate to a man. We're a woman. So if you feel, do a man podcast. The audacity of men, do that. But
Don't do the
we're not.
audacity or nothing because y'all got the audacity already. That's why we talking about it. No, but yeah, no,
So
we can't speak from a man's perspective. We're women, so you got to respect it
so
or
that's
don't watch it.
exactly. So I mean, I think we've been respectful with even apologizing.
I'm not. I ain't
Well, she
apologizing,
not, but I,
and I don't know why you are. This is our
I
podcast.
don't
These
care.
are our
It
thoughts
is
and
ours.
feelings.
It is, but I don't want them to feel like we're bashing them. We love you, men, but
Yeah,
like,
we
take a chill pill. Take a chill pill. It's all good. It's all love. Now let's get into it.
let's get into it. Excuse my voice. I'm sick. I sound like a man today, so I'm here representing the men today. Oh gosh. All right, jump into it, Mo.
Alrighty, so is that your best friend or is that your side piece? Hmm. You know, we've been trying to touch on this a couple of episodes. We're just bringing it up because it's always that thing of just men and their women friends. And it's kind of like, I am okay with that if they were before me. If you guys grew up together, don't bring don't bring Kim around. We together, and then all of a sudden Kim pop up like this is my best friend. Like how many best friends do you have? Like I don't want to be my man's best friend. I'll be his friend because when I think of best friend, like are you gonna like I'm telling you everything. Like I'm not gonna tell you if you came to me and you want me to know something, I'm not gonna pillow talk with my husband and be like, well, Taisha, well, she done did this and she done did that. It's certain things I'm not going to tell my husband about my
Yeah,
friends
no,
because that's none of his business.
but
But
your
I don't.
husband should be your bestie.
He's going to be my friend, but he's not. He has his own best friend. I have my own best. He's not going to be my best friend. He can be my friend and my partner and my mate. That's what it is. But I'm not. I don't want to be his best friend. I'll
If
be his
my
friend.
mate, if my husband is not my BFF, he ain't my husband. He the homie.
I don't. I don't want him to be my BFF because I'm not going to tell him every thing about me. Like, no, I
Well,
need
you
some
know, he
stuff
don't
for
want to know
myself.
all the girly stuff. He don't want to know all the details, the sassy details about stuff. But like, no, like
Exactly.
he should be your everything.
He won't be my everything, but he's not my best friend. I don't want my man to be my best friend. He can be my
Monique wants
friend.
to
He's not
be
going to
her
be my best
enemy.
friend. No, I don't want to be my enemy, but I want to be my best friend. So prime example. Okay, so remember I had called you about a situation.
Which one? You call me about a lot of situations.
Really, Ty? Really? Okay,
I'm just
about
saying.
the whole best friend thing, right?
Uh-huh.
So the guy, we're gonna call him the guy, um, that I'm talking to and getting to know, and I already told him that I was gonna share this. Um, he was like, he have a woman best friend. So
Oh, I know what you're talking
automatically in my mind, I'm like, wait a minute, like, okay. I'm not gonna go into too much detail about it, but we did. It was a disagreement on that, but it's like I reacted before I knew the story behind it,
about.
which you've been sick, so I haven't been able to to fill you in.
Yeah.
So with going forward and the explanation on it, and when we talked, I became more understanding and okay. So we're good. But when it comes to certain things, when a man have a woman best friend, so a guy that I had, I wouldn't even say dated. We went on a date. And this is I'm skipping topics, but we'll talk. We'll get that later. Anyway, when it came to us talking, he
Mhm.
worked at, I want to say Ford or one of those car
Don't be
places
telling
he
that man
worked
business.
at. One of those car places he worked at. And like my cousin's husband, I love him to death because he always say it don't matter where you work at or how much money you make. You can be a CEO of the company, but that don't mean that your finances are in order. So he said that. So the guy, I guess I don't know how much money he made because I really didn't care because I just met him. And so he was like, well, my friend, she said that you just probably talking to me for money. I was like, damn, I just met you like 2 seconds ago. I said, what? I was like, well, maybe you need to date your friend because obviously she don't know me. And the thing is, I don't expect no man to do for me what I can't do for myself. So
Mhm.
let's start there. I think that certain women, and when it comes to relationships, you have to have some boundaries there. You have to have, that man need to set boundaries with his friend, knowing like, hey, I'm in a relationship now. I'm going to be seeing her, but she should have that understanding already. Like you
Mhm.
don't get to say what you want to say to him, and then he come back and tell me. For a man to even come and tell me that, that was kind of lame on his part. And he still thought I was going to continue to talk to him.
It actually
Absolutely
lets
not.
you know where you stand in that relationship if y'all were to pursue
Right.
anything because her opinion mattered more than what you came for.
hmm And so jumping into so one of our questions was like, what made us touch on this topic? Do you want to take that first?
Well, listen, this is a triggering topic for me because I'm not like the insecure type to the point where you are not allowed to talk to another female. You can do what you want to do. But I think that when there's no set boundaries in place and you got this woman who thinks that she has the same rights or she's at the same ranking as me, then that's where it becomes a problem. Like you have women who feel like they have a say so on your relationship, but you the friend. Hold up, boo. Or you have women who feel like um, when it comes to prioritization, they should be up there because he knew her before he met you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get into a relationship, I feel like it's much like a woman who is leaving her parents. Like, you know what I'm saying? You leave your parents behind so this man can take care of you. You get in a relationship, you need to calm down on those female friends until your house is in order. And once it's in order, then bring her in here and see how your woman feel. Don't just be springing somebody on to your partner and saying, "Hey, this is my friend, and she's gonna be here regardless." Because when that is set, there's no need for me. I don't have a say so in that. There's no need.
I agree. I agree because it's kind of like, yeah, you known her longer, but the thing is, you're in a whole relationship, and obviously, you're friends for a reason. I mean, I get it. Your best friend is your best friend, and I understand that because even if a guy have a man best friend, you know,
But that's
hell, but do you talk to them every day? The guy don't talk to their male best friend every day.
but that's different. These men ain't out here fucking their best friends. I mean, they might be. You know, when they be
Well,
like,
I
"Hey,
hope.
I'm with the guys," you don't know who's doing the bending. But I
Well,
I
I
feel
hope they
like
not fucking. I hope the
but you
woman and the
never
man ain't
know because
fucking.
nowadays you can log into Facebook and there's a whole page saying here's the download people and you like, well damn. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I'm
So
saying I hope they ain't fucking the woman. The woman best friend.
but that's
That's
the thing.
shady.
Like men will say that this is my woman best friend and I've been knowing her since way back when, but they won't tell you the part about how they were together. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't work out in a relationship sense. So now I'm gonna keep her around because I still like her.
But what if someone was transparent? Like we hooked up years ago, and now we thought that we were better as friends. I did get a waking up on that because it's kind of like I get that because it's kind of like okay, I can see where you guys just like we're just absolutely want to be friends. And make no excuses for it. But if I, as a man going into a relationship, and as my potential person or husband I'm looking at, I want to make sure that from the start I trust you by you telling me this, because you were transparent with me. You came to me and was like, this is what it is. I didn't have to ask you. You came to me and told me what it was. And it's kind of like, okay, I respect that.
I'm raising my hand. Yeah, fuck all that. And the reason why I say that is because I've had a man come to me and also be transparent and let me know that he's still friends with a person that he used to deal with back in the day. To me, I feel like this is not a friend. This is somebody that you know you already had access to. And if some shit go wrong, you still got access to this person. You know what to do to get back having access with this person. Like, what do you have to keep a person you didn't give your body to close to you for when you're in a relationship? Like these men who get into it with their women and then you run to the female, talking to the female about your woman. Like, why you can't open up and be communicative to me and tell me what it is? Why you got to
And
run to a
that's my
woman?
thing. That's my thing. Like, cause it's like leaving that window open,
Mm-hmm.
because because there's no way, like me personally, once if I'm with you, I'm with you. Ain't no other man. I don't need to talk to no other man. I don't need to tell him that me and my man is into it. I don't need nothing from him because I have my man. Like that's who I'm talking to. Is my man. I'm not I just think I'm gonna cut it off, but I do see the difference with men and women. Like women, they like, I don't want to talk to another man because you said it's leaving that window open. Because if me and my man are at odds, which I pray that we never are, then that's
Well,
leaving a window open because he like, ooh, like no.
if it's some stuff that happened like back in school, that shit don't count. Because I got male friends
Oh
that,
yeah.
some school stuff, whatever. Not college, because y'all grown. But, back in school, yeah, that don't count. But today, I don't honestly see the purpose behind it. Like, this is if shit
Exactly.
do make
And I think with me, I think it's a lot to do with like an ex that I dated, um, when it was a group of them. It was like a group of friends. And
sense.
you got to be careful with that shit too, because I learned my lesson on that. But it was a group of friends, so I never hung out with him and his friends because it was just a different environment for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't think nothing of it because I'm just like, he's just hanging out because I trusted him.
Mm-hmm.
And come to find out, they were sleeping together. Him and one of the ladies, and I'm like, well, damn. So when I go back and look at different stuff, and I'm like, that's fucked up. Like that's fucked up. Like we invest so much time and we want to be right for that person, but when they really not right themselves. And that goes to one of our questions that we have right here. It says, can you tell about the interaction with each other and you could feel something is off? That was one of our questions. And again, when it's a group of people, it's different because everybody vibe is different. And if I'm not around them, so I wouldn't know. But if it's because we pick up on shit real quick. So
Yeah.
if she doesn't like me, like just if we're around, like if we have something and she come and and she around me, because a woman knows when a woman is being shady as hell. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we that's how we know. Like that's how we know, because it's like, because it was what they say. Can you tell with the interaction? Oh, absolutely, because it's tense, and you
They
can
ain't even
just
got to
feel
say
that.
nothing.
You right? That's what I say, because it's tense and it's just a vibe thing. How people look at each other. You looking at eye contact, like no, and then how that woman is shady, because a woman ain't gonna be quiet for too long, because she gonna say something. A woman is not gonna. She probably be quiet. You probably get a year out of her, but when she start missing
You,
those holidays and other shit, because you can't come to her rescue and every beck and call.
mm.
Oh, honey, she's gonna say something, and she's gonna let it be known. So, what is your take on it? Can you tell about the interaction with someone?
I can tell if they don't look at each other. Like y'all ain't got to be interacting. I could tell just the environment that we're in, and if I'm in a relationship, I know you because I'm listening to everything that you're saying. You're telling me who you are. I'm listening. I'm paying attention. So I also know how you interact with women. And if something is off, or if you're not interacting at all, but this is your home girl, why can't you interact in front of my face? That lets me know that y'all be doing the most when I'm not around.
But it's kind of like, are you taught like? And then again, because like I said, he was being transparent with me. Now we're back to the guy. But he was like, I'm not, she's my best friend, but I'm not talking to her. Like, it's probably like once every 3 months or two
That's
months
not
just to see how someone is doing. Right. But I mean, he didn't say his best friend. I'm saying best friend because that's what we
okay.
talk about in the thing. So I can respect that because as long as you ain't kikiing and chatting with her every day, I'm fine with that. Like, you don't need to chat with her. I can make you laugh. Shit, who you want me to be today? They got a lot of wigs. We go get one. What do you want me to do? Like, no, like you can't. You. It's just the whole boundaries thing with me.
That's it.
If you got a gang of female friends, I'm cool. Like I can't. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not
I
going to.
understand that though. It's like, especially if I don't know, like me, I'm a Scorpio. So I'm naturally territorial. I'm naturally possessive. Um, not even in a negative way.
Possessive.
Not- I am.
I'm
Like
obsessed. Like I'm gonna be obsessed with my husband. Like
if
shit,
he's
I'm gonna
mine,
be
he's
obsessed.
mine. Everybody gonna know.
Exactly.
And if I'm that type, like, why would you bring another chick around me? Like, especially one that you done dealt with before. Like, don't you know who you dealing with? So at this
Right.
point, it's like you're looking for that side to come out, just so you can say I'm tripping, so you can run to her and tell her about how I'm acting. But then
Hmm.
you want to act like I'm insecure. It's not about insecurity, it's about respect. I have male friends, but I'm also the type of person where even if me and my male friends ain't on no bullshit like that, first of all, I can tell the difference between a male friend and a nigga who's just waiting his turn, right?
Hmm.
Um, if this is my male friend, regardless, if I'm in a relationship, I naturally fall back from my male friends because I'm like,
Hmm.
this is my
Right.
man, this is my best friend, this is the person that I talk to about everything. What I really need your opinion for, when I could just go to my man and ask him, like, or if I need something, let
Exactly.
me go to him and ask him. Now I can keep up with, my friends' lives on social media, but I don't necessarily need to hit them by phone.
I agree. I agree with that. Like me, I have. Well, I don't talk to them anymore, but I had one like where we go to the movies, like my movie friend. Like he was cool. Like we go to the movies or we'll do dinner, but we were friends.
Yeah,
So would I still have him now? No. I mean, if I'm talking to someone, I'm not going to have him now. And it was funny because Michelle Obama and her brother has a little podcast,
yeah.
and Tracy Ellis Ross, she was on there, and she was like, yeah, because they was kind of talking about the whole thing too. She was like, well, I have a male friend that I buy shoes with, and I have one that I go to the movies with. Just saying that she have different friends for different things, and these can be straight men, but I mean, I
But
get it.
hold on. Have
I
you
said
watched
these can
Girlfriends?
be. Yeah, I watch Girlfriends.
So when Tracy Ellis Jones, right, when she
Mm-hmm.
had the male best friend that was into shoes, they ended up dating. He called her Pinky Toe on the show.
Right. That's what I said it can be. But she said that she was just like her real life, she just had these friends. And it's kind of like
Man,
I get the whole movie thing because I do have a movie friend. We'll
yeah.
go to the movies together. But would my man be okay with me be like, oh, I'm going to the movies with Mike? And I don't know Mike. I know Mike's, but I'm not talking about Mike. But will my man be okay? Like, babe, me and Mike gonna go to the movie since you don't want to go. I'm gonna call Mike. We're gonna go. He is not gonna be okay with that. We in a dark, especially if we have relations. Like,
Can I ask you a question? And don't
yes,
hate me.
ma'am.
Even if you don't like what I'm about to say, I'll edit it out.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
If you know for a fact that you got a man that you can go to, a friend that you can go to the movies with, and you
Mhm.
know that in reality your man would not approve of that, why would you do it in the first place? Like you
No,
obviously
no,
in
I
the back of
wouldn't
your
do it.
mind know that that's not okay.
No, I'm saying I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't
Okay.
do it. Like I'm saying he wouldn't be okay if I'm like, hey babe, can I go to the movies with Mike? Like he wouldn't be okay with that.
But
But I
that's what
wouldn't
I'm
do it
saying.
though.
If
I
you know
wouldn't do
that
it.
another man wouldn't be okay with that, then why do you have that man friend that you can go to movies with?
No, I said I did have a movie friend. Like I because he just was not okay. Like,
I know
with
you're
them
not doing it
boundaries.
now, Mo. I'm
Oh no,
asking
no, no. I
specifically.
would I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't even ask him. I wouldn't even know what Mike Ass is doing to even ask, can he go to the will we go to the movies? I wouldn't do that. No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No. It was
I just
a legitimate question. No, I wouldn't do that. If I have a relationship and this is what I dreamed of and this man is doing everything, I'm not worried about no other man. Like, baby, you don't even gotta worry about that because I'm gonna be all for my man, my man, my man. That's what I'm gonna be all for. So I just wish some men would take that like a woman is genuinely for you. Like if you fuck up with me, like that's on your ass. Like I'm a good catch around this motherfucker. Not just, but no, for real. But no, I just feel like women, when a man places their women friends up here, and then his woman is there, that woman, like she can have control. It's like, why don't you date her? What are you dating me for?
it's not even the fact that you are giving her that control or that putting her up there to where she can have a say so. It's the fact that in her mind she thinks that she can have a say so. Like that's a problem. It's a problem because he created that space for her to think that she got, that kind of voice, that kind of pull. But like if you have a friend who feels like she can say whatever to or about your girl, like why do you find that to be your friend?
Right. And especially because she's not with you 24/7. She's not laying next to you. She's not doing none of that. So it's kind of like she's going off based on what you told her. So, and
Mm,
that's another thing, like what you discussed about me to her, you don't think she's a woman. So she is going to throw some shady shit around because she's a
yeah.
woman. Like, that's fine that you have a woman best friend. And I'm all for saying, hey girl, that's fine. But you didn't like that. You didn't like that.
Nope.
But you know me. But again, that's me. Like, we have a friend in common, and I
And
was
he
fine.
bangs all his fucking friends. That's why I have a problem with
Not
it.
me. Not me. But you see, not me.
Not
Like,
you.
hell,
That's why
not
we're
me.
cool.
Not me. But no, not me. I'm told. But and the thing is, I can see where people thought because everybody thought. But no, I've never looked at this man like this. Just
Even I
never.
thought, I
Like,
was like,
right, you did.
who is this hoe? I ain't call you no
But
hoe. But that's what I was thinking in
no,
my
but
head.
no, you probably did. You probably like, who's this bitch? Like,
I
girl,
didn't.
no, no, but no, and that's to show you, like, I just didn't want to because if you thought it, I'm like, okay. And then when he was like, yeah, everybody always thinks that. I'm like, why do everybody always think that? You, I had no desire of looking at you that way at
But you
all.
had a
Like,
comment. That's what brought me to it because you had a comment that was like, you owe me a dinner or something, or you owe me lunch.
oh, yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Because and you know what, and like with him because we were friends, dinner, yeah, I think it was for my birthday or something, and he used to always talk about my me drinking cheap wine or something, but I'm not a wine drinker, so I'm not going to go out and get a $50 bottle of wine because I'm not a wine drinker. Hell, I get drunk off the cheap shit.
Yeah.
So with that, yeah, and I'm like, okay, I don't want people to think that we have something going on because I've never ever looked at you that way. Like shit, we used to clown each other. Oh, you got a new man this time. Oh, you got a new woman. I'm like with him. He always tell me that I don't never I'm a serial dater. Like, we the same fucking way, because you got somebody different too. You, I wanted him
But
to keep around.
all
Shit,
the
I'm like,
things I
are
want to
you
say,
gonna
I'm
be
not
good?
gonna say.
Right, we don't. But we became we're the best of friends now, so it don't even matter. Like, he can't come to me and tell me nothing because you my friend.
Period.
So yeah, well, yeah,
All in
but
line,
yeah.
sir.
So okay.
So I'm gonna
Red
ask the
flag.
next question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Is emotional cheating a real thing to you? Where's the line? Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, you know what? And the thing about it is, so the guy, we
Hmm.
talked about that, and when I said I was like about emotional cheating. I was like, when you're calling someone and you're confiding in them, and you're always confiding in that person, uh, that's that's a form of fucking cheating, because there's no way that you should be telling her anything about us. There is no way, because, and I think that's why I choose to not, like, if we having a disagreement in my relationships, I want us to resolve that shit, take a minute, and we coming back. We're not going to go into the next day with that. Like, we're not going to prolong it for weeks. We're not going to do that, because I want to understand it, because I don't want you to think that you can go elsewhere to have a conversation with somebody else that you cannot have with me.
Hmm.
It's about me. So to me, if somebody is going to that other woman or his friend, and you're talking to her about us, for what? For what? Why? Why would, for what?
I have a PSA for men. I need for y'all to know that when y'all go and confide in these women, the more they feel like they know you, the deeper their emotions get involved. These are not just conversations that they're having with you, they are bonding with you. And even though you might feel like you're having a conversation and telling somebody else's business or your business to somebody else, this person thinks that y'all are forming some sort of bond. And women are emotional creatures.
We
So
are emotional.
just
Exactly.
automatically take it as we're emotionally connected or tied to you, and we're building something in our head before you even know it. So when
Hmm.
we are having issues in our home and you take that information to a woman who is secretly heart eyeing you, so to speak,
Heart.
and just waiting her turn pretty much,
Heart eye.
then she's listening to you complain about a woman, and you're giving her all the tools to not be like this woman, so you can see all the great things in her that your woman ain't got, and now she has her chance. Listen, men, y'all, I ain't gonna say that because that's mean. I'll say you're simple minded when it comes to stuff like that. Y'all are very y'all pay attention to the wrong things. I put it that way. You could be
Hmm.
completely innocent in the situation and you don't even realize you're forming relationships. Keep that in
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and it is like, it's kind of like, we, let's just say the tables turn, like, our man is not showing us the attention, because it take a women a long time before we even consider even reaching out to somebody, or somebody reaching out to us.
mind.
And it's kind of like, if we're having a disagreement and it's been lingering on, and then we have somebody, even somebody at work, or just somebody that's, reach out, they just reach out at the wrong time, and you kind of like, I do need somebody to talk to. I really don't want to talk to my girls, because I really don't want them to know what's going on in my house. So I can
Mm-hmm.
talk to this man, and then here this man is telling you all these things, and you're confiding in him. Then one conversation leads to two, then it leads to three. And then it's kind of like, do you
Now you
want
got a work life.
want to, right? Or do you want to, or just anybody, or do you want to meet for lunch? Or do you, then you like, no. It takes a lot for a woman to act, to initially initiate something with another man, especially if she's not happy in her own relationship, and she do what she can for a while, still trying to hold on. But at some point, it's kind of like, if you have another man in your ear telling you stuff, then you kind of like, damn, why am I wasting my time with him? And here's this man telling me everything I want to hear, or just being emotionally available. That's just my thing. like you said, social media. You, if we're friends on social media, you see how I'm doing.
Hmm.
Like, I just don't think that because I don't have no male friends now, so it's kind of like, why do I? I don't need none. You know, like my damn phone is dry. Don't
I got a couple
even
male
have to
friends.
say. I don't have none to where I'm like, hey you, or what's going on? I don't have them.
There's nobody that tugs in my energy that makes me want to reach out and be like, "Hey, big head." So I'm not reaching out to nobody, but
Because you know now they said the hey big head means something sexual, like
I
you miss
know
me, you want to get out
that's
with
why I
them.
said that ain't what we're doing. Um,
Yeah,
but
I
like
don't,
if they
I'm
reach
good.
out, then I'll respond. I ain't got nobody in my life that I want to like reach out to.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that. I just want to be cool and straight and just love who I love and be with them and not worry about no woman.
That's right.
It's so funny.
Hey,
My sister is gonna kill me for saying this. So it was a long time ago,
mm,
and her husband had fell down because they lived in an apartment. Or he had fell down the steps. Right, like
hmm,
it was icy out.
okay.
The woman was like, "Oh, are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, he okay." I'm like, "Well, damn, she just was asking, is he okay?" She
But
said,
I'd be that way too. Cause like if I'm standing here,
"Hell
what are you
no."
asking for his about his well being? Like, bitch, I'm right here.
No, no. Like you
He's
are
not
like I don't
elderly.
care about
He's
that.
what?
I mean, he fell down all those steps though.
Okay. And what am I doing? Recording? What you think I'm
No,
doing?
shit, I'm just as shocked as he is. Shit, I probably would have failed too because I'm clumsy, so we both probably would have on the damn
How much
ground. But
would have been if he wasn't okay? Then what? Like,
I mean, damn, she probably was like, it probably was like a reaction, like, damn, are you okay? Like, my sister was like, he okay? I'm like, well, damn, she just asked, is he okay?
I don't know, because there's just like
I
it
feel
depends
like
on the
that.
man. Like men set the tone for that, and if you got a kind of man that'll make you like check a female, well, first of all, we're not checking females over men, one, but
Yeah.
if you got the kind of man that will make you look at a female sideways, I can understand how, and not even saying that's just a situation. I'm talking about personal stuff. So
Hmm.
if you got a man who will make you look side eyed at a chick, then yeah, I can see how that could be the response. Like it's not about insecurity or anything like that. It ain't about jealousy. It's not, no, it's like if I'm standing here, then what? Like, do you not see me here?
No.
What?
I'm like, that's good that you asked, was he okay? I'm okay with that. Like, it don't bother me.
That's fine.
So, okay, so what if, damn, I just had a scenario in my head. I'm gonna have to rethink. I'm gonna have to
Whatever it is, the
rethink
answer is
that.
fuck that.
Um, it says respecting boundaries or being controlling. So if we're telling our men like, okay, I don't like her because I feel some weird shit going on, are
Mm-hmm.
we being? Do you think that's being controlling? Because I don't think it's being controlling. I'm voicing how I'm, I'm letting you know how I feel.
Correct. So I feel like that is you advocating for yourself. You're letting this person know in order for me to feel comfortable in this relationship, this certain thing can't happen because either one is a trigger, which our triggers are not anybody else's responsibility, but it is our responsibility to tell somebody our triggers so they can understand what's going on when it's going on. But I feel like it's controlling when you're telling somebody you can't do something. You're giving somebody an ultimatum, that's controlling. But if you're letting somebody know this is how I feel when this happens, no, that's just you advocating for yourself and speaking up for yourself. Now, whether or not they want to listen, that's on them. You have the right to walk away when they don't. And this is not saying, hey, if you don't stop doing this, I'm gone. This is me saying, I told you that this thing hurts me. And
Hmm.
what you're doing right now is responding in a way where you don't care about my feelings. So I can walk away from that.
Yeah, I agree because it's kind of like if I'm telling you, then I noticed something that I wasn't okay with.
Mm-hmm.
Like she can call you at freaking 5 o'clock saying she need a ride here, or you could you come and fix this? Like if she don't have a man,
Bitch, there's
You think
Uber.
she don't have a man?
What is he? What's she calling you for? There's
And
Uber.
I will be a little lenient. Like, I mean, if she, going through some stuff and we can both go over there and
Go
help her
fuck
out.
her.
We can both go. See, I'm more nicer than you are, but we'll both go over there and
Listen,
help her out.
I'm nice, but if she is not like heading to the emergency room and they about to plug her up to a ventilator, what the fuck is we helping her for? I got kids. We got a family. There's Uber. We can give her Uber
That's
money.
true. That's true. So you just don't want him hanging no TV for her or nothing. He can't do that.
It ain't no maintenance being at that apartment complex.
Well, what if she living up in the house?
If she
So
can afford a house, she
he
can afford
can't.
to pay somebody to hang that motherfucking TV.
So you saying that she can call him to help her move?
Yeah, she can call him and we both coming and the kids too.
Because I'm not coming because I'm not helping nobody move. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna help. Me and the kids gonna sit on her couch, watch him hang that TV, and we gonna leave. And
Oh
that's me
man.
because my kids ain't had no snack yet.
Damn. Well, I guess I am just too nice. That's probably why I've been cheated on a few.
Cheated on. They just do that because they greedy.
That's probably why I just let the flags go over my head. Like,
We're not doing
no,
that
but
no more.
no,
No.
no. I'm well aware. I see. I see. I pay attention. I may not say much, but trust me, I'm paying attention. I know before you even know. Like, I pay attention to a lot of shit, so it's gonna be hard for somebody to get some shit off on me because I'm nosy. I'm a Gemini. I'm nosy. I see shit, and I'll just exit out. Like, fuck you.
Mm.
Like, no, bye.
Scorpio
No.
represents
Because if I leave, I've already made it up in my mind, in my head, like I'm good. Like there's nothing you can say to keep me there with you. Because
that's
I
what
didn't notice the shit and I'm not gonna say nothing about it because you're a grown ass man and you know when somebody is crossing boundaries and you shouldn't even be doing it. So I shouldn't even be having a conversation with you about your friend. Like that's your shit. You handle it. You make sure that she knows her place. And it's different. I mean, and it's not really even different if she has a husband. Because shit, people cheat on their husbands all day with each other. So no, hell no. So that
I
don't
would
even matter either.
I would say this in closing. If you have a man who has besties that are females and they've had relationships in the past, I think that you need to turn into a woman who has bestie male friends and see if whatever works for him works for you. And if it does not work for you, then obviously we have a conversation that needs to be had. And we might need to go ahead and cut these best friends off, or we might need to go ahead and end this relationship because once we become
I
one,
agree.
I can do the shit you do. It's just that
Right,
simple. It's about respect.
right. And that was our segment too with respecting boundaries and being controlled. So we have one more segment, and that one is when the bestie don't like you. So how do you feel about? I'll let you take this one first.
Who the fuck cares? In what? In what?
Right.
What
It's kind
does
of
she
like,
like
why would
about me?
she?
She don't like that I'm not like her. Do she think that she's better for you? What is it that she does not like?
Right.
Bring me receipts of like how I'm not a good person and how I don't love and care for this man, and then we can have a conversation. If you don't have that, you don't have the right to say that you don't like me for him because that's not your place.
hmm I agree because my thing is like, for one, you don't even fucking know me. So for you not to like me because you're intimidated by me, because that's the first thing I'm gonna say. You're intimidated by me, and I make you insecure because if this is like if you just start out not liking me, you got a fucking problem. Like that's your own insecurities that you need to handle. Because and then furthermore, his ass shouldn't even he should check her ass because why do she not like me? Like I don't even know her. So this shouldn't be a thing. Remember on Married to Medicine when Dr. Simone and her husband, when he had that woman best friend, and they was about to get a divorce because her ass was all in the mix. And what did he do? Bye bye,
Wow.
best friend.
Yep.
Bye bye.
But it took
Yeah,
him a
what is he
while.
gonna do? It
It
took
took
him a
her
while,
almost filing for divorce for him to be like, all right, it
right, for
ain't working.
him to, and it shouldn't even get to that point because it's kind of like, And my thing is, if she don't like me, don't ask me to sit down with her to talk it over. Cause I'm not doing that shit. We not in grade school. I'm not doing that. I'm cool. I don't need no more friends. I don't need no more women friends. I'm good with the ones that I got. I'm not gonna try to convince another motherfucker that you're not even messing with to like me. Fuck her. I don't
Because
have
they
to
are
talk to
messing
her
with
ass.
each other.
Right. Cause what else? Why would she not even like me? Like, no. Like, cause I
Oh, we
intimidate you? Like I intimidate your ass. Like, no, you don't have no reason to why you should start off not liking somebody. If I ain't gave you no reason, then that's your problem. And he a grown ass man, so he should know.
I had a woman say, "So you gonna choose her over me?" And she got 5 kids.
No, she didn't. Fuck
Yes,
her,
she did.
bitch. Whoever she is, if she's looking at our show, now you
And he
clock
did.
that T.
Like that tea.
Mhm.
He did.
Clock it. Boom. Because I mean, fuck her. Who is she?
Fuck all of them.
Just
She the only
wanna sort
person
of
who
get to
did
me.
this.
And fuck him too. I don't even know who I'm saying. Fuck him too. Do we want to go into some questions or you got something else to say?
I ain't got no more questions. I ain't got nothing else to say. Well, no, I do have something to say. I saw it on
Mm-hmm.
Facebook. Somebody said,
Oh
I
Lord.
wanted you. I no, she said, I never wanted a new. Let me hold on. She said, I
Mm.
never wanted a better nigga. I wanted you to be better, nigga. And I felt that. I felt that.
I don't feel it because I don't understand.
You said what?
Maybe because you said the N word,
Okay, she
nigga.
said, I didn't want a better man. I wanted you to
Okay.
be better, man.
Mhm. Well, yeah. Oh, it was some. Oh, I did see something. Oh, I don't know what show this was on, and I love it. These
Uh-huh.
girlfriends. Well, it was. I think it was his friend or her friend. But anyway, the man ended up messing with the friend, and the woman was like, "She didn't take my man. She took my problem." I love that. I said, "Get it, girl." I love that. I am
Listen,
about to because it is true. Like you ain't taking my man. You taking my problem. Shit, and you think he ain't gonna do that shit to you? Come on
look,
now.
no, hold on one more time. I saw another quote today on Facebook that said, your ex is out there right now telling another chick how you were the problem. Two clowns, one circus.
And for real, and
That's how it
and
be.
and I'm sure they are. So we had one. She said, and I love her to death because she just always keep it real. You already know who it is.
Creature.
Yeah. She said, I don't like the idea of having a female best friend. I don't like the idea of him having a female best friend. We all have emotions and initiate desire for the opposite sex or anyone who fulfills those needs. My man ain't changing no bitch tire, moving her couch, or giving some extra change for little Pookie. Get your own man. She said if she's married, it's still iffy depending on the dynamic of her and her husband. If he's a good man, maybe if he's not, you're not crying on my nigga's shoulder. Call your homegirls.
There we go. Come on. Yes, Creature.
And when we have people on the show, we gonna have her because her ass
Absolutely.
is silly. And and so seven, she said the only best friend my man better have is the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. She said,
Hallelujah.
I'm kidding. However, I'm cool with it. You can definitely have a friendship with the opposite sex without having a romantic interest. I'll communicate with my man regarding my comfort level with his
Okay.
best friend as I feel he would do the same. And
I
I
respect.
agree. I agree with both things, but if she need her TV hung, like I'm fine. But giving her money, that's kind of like crossing the line. Like you ain't get nobody no money because we need all
No,
that. Like I need that money because I don't plan on working for the rest of my life. I need to work part time. Like no, we don't have money to go outside the house because I'm gonna need all that money. Like no,
you
I'm
giving
trying.
out money, you're in a relationship.
I'm trying to look and see if we have. I think I'm okay. Oh yeah, okay. So I have. So in my group chat. with my cousins. So some of them responded, and I asked them. One of them said, "Can you see me?"
Yeah,
Okay. One of them said, "If you can't trust him having a woman best friend, you probably can't handle a male one either because you pretty much don't know these days." That's what one of them said. Another one said, "As long as they haven't had relations, she respects our relationship and has boundaries."
that's the thing.
And one of them said, "And obviously she had to be a best friend prior to us dating, not prior to marriage, but prior to us dating." And one of
Mhm.
them said, "As long as he is just understanding when I find a male best friend." Now I don't agree with my cousin saying that. No, no,
Whatever cousin that is, I fucks with you.
no, no, no. So then I asked okay, so let me see. Okay, then a friend of mine, uh, let me see. She said, "I'm the only female best friend, period, unless they grew up together. The reason I say that is because we all want to be friends before lovers and we all want to marry our best friends. Well, when Big Mama herself has a man, I do not play around with female friends for my man because I don't trust females. And plus, I'm very protective of what energy is around us." I agree with that
That's
because
it.
it's all about the energy. And then I had somebody say, uh, she said, won't bother me as long as she was a known best friend prior to us dating. No, okay. Let me see. Absolutely not. Dated someone with a female best friend, 0 out of 10, wouldn't recommend. And then here's one. My ex has a female best friend. She said I took her to lunch so I could feel her out. She passed the vibe check. He didn't. It's not ideal, but it's also not our partner's responsibility to calm our insecurities. God gave us discernment. We should use it. And the last one that I got, oh, here's one. She said, "I feel it's okay if they haven't had a sexual relationship, and the caveat to that is that they have never act weird when it's in the same place. Two, if they did have sex at one point in time, they can hang out, but I would need to be there. I would not feel comfortable with them hanging out alone or my man confronting her when she's dealing with a breakup or a personal emotional situation
No, ma'am.
alone. We will all be there to support her during that time." She said we'll all be there to support her. And the last one, she said, "Well, I don't agree with my mate or anybody mate having female friends. I'm his best friend. And if you have friends before you met me, that's where it ends, when you met me. But I never had these problems, so I don't know." So yeah, I mean, I agree to a certain extent with some of the things that people were saying. Like, I'm just big on I don't want my husband to be my best friend. He can be my friend, but I don't want him to be my best friend. I want him to know that he can come and talk to me because again, I'm gonna call one of y'all before I call him and let him know, like, shit, I'm just not gonna share certain things with him. Like, even we pillow talk with our man, but if it's something that you went that's going on, and 9 times out of 10, our husbands will be friends. I'm not gonna tell his ass shit. Like, hell no. Like, no, because you ain't gonna
No.
be telling her. I'm not, because men talk more than women, to be honest.
But you gotta trust him not to say nothing. If that's what you
No,
bring
you know, what if he slip out? What if he slip out? Be like, "Well, uh, Karen told Karen told Mo that she kissed a man." You know, I'm not gonna tell him that. Like, it was like, I'm not gonna tell him that. Like, or I'm just not gonna share every details of my friend's life with what they tell me. You know, I'm not gonna do that because that's not I don't I'm just not doing it.
we gotta play together. We gotta argue together. We gotta argue with other people to get. No, I'm past that life. But no, we gotta do everything together, and we gonna talk about everything that I want to
That
talk about. Now, am I telling him
that.
my personal, my friend's personal business that I know he
See,
wouldn't want
that's
to
what
know?
I'm saying.
Yeah, no, you can use discernment, but he gonna know anything that affects me, my mood, anything that affects our relationship. anything. I want to be able to go to him about any and everything.
And another thing, like, I got a friend that he lives like we used to talk, and he lives in St. Louis.
Hmm.
And, he's like, we can meet because we used to meet each other, drive a couple hours away, just to meet each other. We have dinner. And he's like, well, he's in a relationship now. He's like, well, Monique, um, I don't see nothing wrong with us meeting and having dinner. I said, well, is your woman going to be okay with that?
Hmm.
Because did you ask her? He was like, well, her. I'm like, no, he was like, why does it matter? You don't know her. I said, don't matter. She's a woman. She's in a relationship with you. Why would I do that to another woman? Like, fuck no. So he feels some type of way because I just don't think that it's right, and it's just not fair. Like, you shouldn't talk to me like that. Like,
But a man who would disrespect his woman by not telling his woman all of the details will also disrespect you as his friend. You need to know that.
exactly, exactly. So
Yeah.
that's why we have boundaries with our with. Well, I don't. He was a friend up until that,
Hmm.
and it's like now we haven't. He feels some type of way, so because I said no, and but it is what it is. I'm looking after. I'm looking after the woman. Like, I'm team woman. Like,
As
I'm a
you
girl's girl. Like, I would never do that. No, because I don't want nobody doing this shit to me.
should,
But
girl.
I'm ready for my man, my man,
Ooh,
my man.
I'm ready for my husband, girl. Wherever he
Thank you
at.
for all the answers. Oh, what our next episode? What are we talking about? Is it were we gonna do the toxic relationship, like toxic abusive relationship, something like that of that nature, or I don't know. We'll figure something out.
We will figure that. Just tune in. It'll be good.
Don't forget to like, share, comment. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube. And once again, we love you guys. We appreciate the support. You support us. Thank you so much, and bye.
Bye, y'all. Uh oh, where the button?